Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Mashpaka. I just want to take the time to say to all who may see this video, I appreciate you joining in, taking the time to hear Abba's word. Today, I'm going to come out of his word speaking a little bit about being self-willed and self-righteous instead of following what he says, trying to go about establishing our own way. Before we get started, I want to give all esteem to the Abba above and the Shamayim, Abba Yahuwah, Bahashim Hamashiach, in the name of his son, the Messiah, Yahusha. All esteem to you, Abba Yah. I pray those who have ears to hear will hear it, eyes to see will see it, and I pray that this may turn at least one soul away from self-righteousness and self-will, back to being in decency and order and righteous in the Father's word. I pray that you all are having a Baruch Yom, a blessed day, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to start right here in the book of Second Kapha, or 2 Peter, chapter 2, and verse 10. And it reads, actually, I'll start at 9. And it reads, Yahuwah knows how to rescue the reverent ones from trial and to keep the unrighteous unto the day of judgment, to be punished. Verse 10, and most of all, those walking after the flesh, in filthy lust and despising authority, bold, headstrong, speaking evil of esteemed ones. We'll focus on that word right there, headstrong. You ever heard that before? Headstrong, hard-headed, bull-headed. Don't want to follow directions, want to do what you want to do. That is the same as being self-willed or self-righteous. You don't want to follow the will of Abba Yahuwah. You want to be self-righteous and do what you want to do or what you feel. He gives you a clear way to do something. You say, no, I hear you, Abba Yah, but I think my way is better. Next, we're going to go over to the book of Psalms, chapter 19, and we're going to start at verse 7. And it reads, and the Torah of Yahweh is perfect, bringing back the being. The witness of Yahweh is trustworthy, making wise the simple. All right. I'm going to jump over to verse 11. Also, your servant is warned by them. In guarding them there is great reward. Who discerns mistakes? Declare me innocent from those that are secret. Also keep your servant back from presumptuous ones. Do not let them rule over me. Then shall I be perfect and innocent of great transgression. You know, the presumptuous ones is those are the ones that I just previously said about being self-righteous and self-willed. I see what's written, but I think if I do it this way, it'll be better. That is straight from Satan. That is straight from the gates of hell, or what those call hell. That is straight wicked. It's straight disobedience, and is out of order. If anything we can do our own way was better than what Abba Yahuwah established, we wouldn't be in the position and the predicament that we are in now as man. It's self-righteous and self-willed. And it's sin. To go about establishing your own way is sin. Disobedience is sin. And that sin is equivalent to witchcraft. And this is the first book of Shamayal, or Samuel. And then coming out of chapter 15, and this is verse 23. And it reads, for rebellion is as the sin of divination, and stubbornness is as wickedness and idolatry. that wickedness, idolatry, is equivalent to doing witchcraft. And we know what the Most High said about witches. You should suffer none of them to even live. Because you have rejected the word of Yahweh, he also rejects you as a sovereign. That is what he told us all. You being disobedient, I'm going to reject you as being the king of my people. So if he rejects Sha'al as being a ruler of his people for being disobedient, what do you think he's going to do to us for being disobedient? Going about establishing our own way. What do you think he's going to do to us? Go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. And it reads, there is a way which seems right to a man. Listen to this. There is a way which seems right to a man. The way we think is right, our own self-will, hey, I think it'd be better if I do it this way. Listen to what it says. But its end is the way of death. Taking shortcuts. You know, it's no different from you going to your job and your boss telling you to set this machine up, you got to do step A, B, C, D. You say, no, I'm going to save time. I'm going to do step A, B, and go straight to D. And then the machine break, and you got to spend more time fixing the breaking of the machine than actually getting any of the work done, because you chose to go about your own way instead of following the directions that was specifically laid out for the machine to work in perfection. You're choosing to not follow directions that will lead to perfection and go about your own way. That's going to lead in death. And a lot of our people are consciously making this choice. I used to be one of them. I used to read these commandments and these laws and these statutes and say, you know what? Yeah, he's saying this, but I can do it like this and still be okay. Yeah, you know, he had to pluck me upside my head a few times and let me know, nah, this is not how it's supposed to go. This is not negotiable. Because as I said, if any of our ways were sufficient enough to please him, in our own way that is, we wouldn't be in the predicament that we are in as a people today. We wouldn't be in this predicament. All right, let's keep going. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 3. And it reads, for not knowing the righteousness of Eluah, and seeking to establish their own righteousness, they did not subject themselves to the righteousness of Eluah. And yes, I know that says Elohim. You guys should have been watching enough of my videos to know I don't pronounce things the way the imposters do. But anyway, you're seeking to establish your own righteousness, and you didn't subject yourself to the righteousness of the Most High. You know, let me throw verse 4 in there. For Mashiach is the goal of the Torah unto the righteousness to everyone who believes. How can you call yourself a believer and do not want to do the things that are required of you? That it doesn't make sense. Most of our people, you know, and you know, I'm going to just put it out there. Like I read some comments in some of my other videos saying that I'm a Christian basher. Hey, call it what you will, you know, but I just like to follow what's written. Don't add, don't take away. The Most High told us that 3 times in his book. Don't add, don't take away. And do not establish self-righteousness, as I'm bringing out today. Most of our people they flock to man-made religions, such as, example, Christianity. There are a whole lot more, but they're all in the same basket. A lot of our people flock to that because it allows them to be self-willed, self-righteous, and it allows them to have no accountability for their disobedience. And that is the bottom line truth. Other than having a strong delusion placed on them by Abba Yah, it allows them to be disobedient without accountability. Because, you know, once saved, always saved, right? Once you get down in that water and you come up and you save, you can do what the heck you want to do because you going to heaven. Ain't that right? That is very wrong.